Ex-girlfriend cheated on me with a coworker. Any tips or just some advice, anything?
So my ex-girlfriend of 3 years recently cheated on me with her coworker. When I first met her, she had nothing.
No job, barely any money, and no car.
She was living with her mother until she got kicked out. This isn't the first time she's jumped from house to house with family members or friends. So I took her in to live with me at my mother's house. We'd been dating for about 9 months when this happened, but we were already very close and we loved each other. I helped pick her up from school, I gave her a place to stay. When she had no job or money, I fought every day with my job to get her to work at my job, and she eventually got hired. I helped teach her how to drive and brung her to do her driver's test to get her license. I was there to bring her to her graduation when she really had no one. Eventually, when she was getting financially stable, she wanted to get a car, and who helped her find a car?
Me.
It wasn't the best car, but it got her from point A to point B. During our 3 years together, we obviously had arguments and ups and downs, but that's normal. She also was very bipolar and didn't use much manners with people like I did, so sometimes I thought to myself that she's kind of different from me. During the relationship, there was a lot of arguments, and she was that person that didn't like the silent treatment or didn't like to see me ignore her when we needed to cool down. She would keep poking me and provoking me to keep arguing with her, then all of a sudden get really emotional to the point where she threatened to kill herself if I left her. I would admit there was a time I gave her a 1-inch punch to the arm because I was dealing with a spine injury, and she took my phone away from me when I didn't want to argue. I just wanted to look at TikToks, so we don't argue, but she hates the silent treatment. She grabbed me and even digged her nails into my skin so I can let go of my phone. She pulled me and refused to give my phone back while I have so much pain from my spine and sciatic nerve. I wanted to just ignore the situation and let us cool down, but I never ever beat her or abused her like she said I did. I regret what I did and always apologized to her and to God. Anyways, fast forward to the situation, she ended up getting depressed and upset from our job because it got so bad, and I agreed with her. So she ended up finding a new job, and I was proud of her. She would work overnight and come back home in the morning, but it started getting a little weird because most couples don't care about not shaving their legs or making sure they're very clean and good looking at times when they're very close, but she made sure she looked amazing and made sure to shave almost every day. Mind you, this is a warehouse job, so there's no point in looking amazing there. It's been a month since she started working there, and all of a sudden when she started working every day overnight and always had some excuse for some story on why she's going to work early or coming home late, she looked guilty, but I trusted her so I didn't question it. That was until one day I started getting these gut feelings like really bad, and I decided to check our tablet and seen messages of her talking to another guy in a very flirting way, even talking about can't wait to see you later, cuddle with you, and even going out on dates. When I found this out, my world just shattered and I couldn't believe it. At the time I was trying to contact her from work, but guess what, she wasn't at work, she was hanging out with him. So my dumbass at the time got upset and gave her PC a good punch, which broke some things, out of anger and confusion. She laughed at me on the phone when I was heartbroken, thinking of all our memories, vacations, our bucket lists. A week later, after kicking her out, she wanted to talk and we did, but she showed no sympathy and kept denying the cheating and was saying that she needs to love herself right now and that the relationship was getting toxic. I wasn't showing her the honeymoon stage anymore, and the reason why this all happened was because of me. But mind you, the weeks before and all the time I took her to sporting events, out to eat, and to the movies, etc., almost every day, even after having surgery. She ended up moving on with this person who was younger than me and has a sports car which she likes all of a sudden, who she barely knew for a month, and she told him that I was abusive, and that I never loved her, and she lost weight because she didn't eat, but she never made anything for herself, as was always me making her food or making her smoothies. My mother lived with us to see all this and didn't like the way she treated me. My ex ended up telling me that this guy supposedly was there for her and showed her that he will help fix her and never hurt her. Not only me but all her friends, and our friends cut ties with her because they knew how she was and what she did was disrespectful to all of us. They also seen the proof. I eventually blocked her on everything, and she still lies about things with this guy even though there's proof. Even told him that I'm still currently messaging her at night when I'm the one who blocked her, and I have all the screenshots of her trying to get to me. So what do you guys think?
Am I at fault for this happening? Now let's look at the comments. Ghost, block, and delete from your life. You should have left her in the streets where you found her. Everything in that order, index pointing up, index pointing up. Keep this walking disaster of a human far, far away from you.
You get an A for effort in trying to help her, but some people cannot be helped.
Just let that ship sail, please.
I agree with F_I_7624, and, paragraphs are your friend OP.
Yes, sorry about that, it's my first time posting on Reddit. I got y'all next time. No worries.